Well, how do there, chums? It is I, Captain Steve. We're back in Elden Ring, and I'm going up against a fire giant in the Mountain of the Giants, and this is over by Flame Peak. Yeah, so let's head on over, and it's the lower chain that I go across when I'm entering into here. You can go across either or, doesn't really matter. Yeah, now what I've done is I've unequipped all of my weapons that were fire-based, and I've got the Wing of Astiel in my hand. I put a link in the top right-hand corner to where I actually found this blade if you want to give it a shot. Now, I have got it up to +10, so it's doing quite a lot of damage. Now, I've removed most of my fire spells as well, and put on spells that I only want my Mimic to be using. So here we go, I'm calling out my Mimic, and yeah, when you call out your Mimic, it does remove some of your health, so you might want to top up your HP. I'm doing some ranged magic attacks to sort of, I don't know, just to do a little bit of damage on him, just so I get first hit, basically. Take this, get bag. Right, so he's going to hit me, I'm going to roll, I'm going to get close, I'm going to use the Wing of Astiel on his foot. So take this, Wing of Astiel, there we go. It does a pretty good little swathe of damage. Now, he is a very tricky guy to judge distance on where he's going to be hitting. So what I would say is turn your volume up loud so you can hear exactly what's happening and when he's going to strike, and then roll at the last second. And it is right before he lands with any of his attacks. It's all about timing. Now, there is no real way of cheesing this guy that I could actually pull off. I did see an awesome video where you jump back out of the arena and you use a crossbow and keep shooting him. I haven't got a leveled crossbow, so I was doing it with a level 1 crossbow, and I was doing teeny tiny bits of damage to him, and he can still hit you with a freaking shield from a distance, so he actually killed me. So trying to cheese him just didn't work for me, people. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do this the legit way. Now, when he goes and gets some distance and he starts doing some distance magic, I do some distance magic too. So something I've found, rather than being too careful though, you need to be getting up close and personal with this giant as often as you can in phase 1, and you need to have your Mimic survive or do quite well into phase 2 to still serve as a distraction, because if you haven't got your Mimic in phase 2, it's pretty darn freaking difficult. Righto, there we go. Again, as soon as you see the shield coming into screen, boom, roll, brilliant. It's all about timing. Hopefully you're going to get the timing nailed. I'm not very good at timing, so if I can do this, I'd imagine hopefully you can as well. But this one has taken me loads of tries. I must have tried with this giant probably about 12 times before I actually managed to do this. Yeah, so here we go, there we go. And I need to top up my magic as well. My Flask of Physics just gives me back half my HP and half of my FP, so I will be using that at some stage as well. So yeah, well, I've got 6 on 6, it's not too bad as a split. Righto, you can see there that some of these magic isn't actually doing the damage that I need to do to him. Again, he's doing some ranged magic, so I'm just going to hit him with something. There we go, let's try and get close up and personal and try and give him a hit to his foot, and hopefully it's going to move into phase 2 fairly soon. But you can see that my Mimic is actually drawing quite a lot of attention. Fudge, I got hit, it's going to do a back swipe, I managed to dodge that one, but yeah, I'm getting quite low. Really what I want to do now is get my FP down to half bar, and then use my Flask of Physics to top both back up again. So I'm just going to spam a couple of these attacks off at him, and then hopefully use my Flask of Physics to replenish both bars. We've entered into phase 2. I'm just going to skip that cutscene, I've seen it too many times to care. Righto, he pulls his leg off basically and holds it up and burns it, and then the eye on his chest opens up, and that's pretty darn gnarly. It's pretty darn cool, the cutscene. But anyhow, I've done it a few times in my live streams previously, so I might put one of those in the top corner if you want to see that cutscene. But he completely decimates me, this guy. When I say I've probably gone up against him 12 times, I've probably done it probably more than that actually. Anyhow, die, freaking fire giant. Yeah, so at this point just don't rush an attack. If you see that the floor around him is on fire, keep off the floor that's on fire, is basically the biggest tip we've got here. Now I'm quite lucky, I've got a rock that's sort of in between me and him right now, so I'm just going to take advantage of that and just keep hitting him with this. My Mimic is actually dead at this point, so it's lucky that I managed to survive. And yeah, I think that was just sheer chance and fluke, and got him. Freaking got him. And there we go, we've got the remembrance of the fire giant. So now I've just got to go to that giant cauldron over there, and I don't know what's next. So yeah, you want to join me for that, I'll be going over to that giant cauldron on Monday's live stream. So if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss that next video. We're going to have a look what's inside of that giant cauldron. Heck yes. Brilliant. Awesome. I'm so glad I managed to beat the fire giant, and I hope these tips help you beat him yourself. Captain Steve's got a trophy. Heck, trophy, yes! Brilliant day. And thank you very much for watching, people in the viewerverse. Very much appreciated. Heck, yes it is. Until next time, cheery bye. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe. And I'd like to say a massive, great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you, backers. And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.